Hello, hello, and here we are again to another podcast. And today, again, we're going to talk about the most ancient way to train. And every day, every week, we choose a different subject to talk about. And today's subject is meditation. I know that Nunu is a big fan, and so am I. But there are a lot of things and misunderstandings and confusions about meditation. And I think before we start explaining what is meditation, we could start explaining what is not meditation. What do you think about it, Nuno?
Okay.
You want to start?
Yes.
Okay, go for
Okay.
it.
uh, so first, I'm gonna add a detail. Okay,
Ooh, go
about
for it.
about the construction of the sentences when we talk about meditation.
Hmm.
Most people in different languages
Mhm.
they train meditation and they say, "I meditate every day," for example.
Yes.
Okay. But for those who are struggling to meditate, they get kind of, oh, they are meditating every day. I still can't.
Yeah.
But probably what that first person was trying to say is, I train meditation every day.
I
Okay.
do my meditation
Training
training
every day, for
every
example.
day.
Okay. So just to separate, I meditate, assuming that you are in the state of meditation, versus I do my meditation training every day as someone that is working, training in the
Mhm.
journey
Mhm.
to achieve that state of consciousness that is called meditation.
Mhm.
Okay, I think
Mhm.
that's a very important way to start the subject, is to give this
Explanation.
explanation. Okay, so if someone says to you, "I meditate every day," maybe that person is just saying, "I train meditation every day." Okay,
Or what they call meditation is different from what we call meditation,
that's true. That's true.
right?
Okay. The most biggest confusions regarding meditation is
Mhm.
breath work and relaxation.
Mhm.
I will say these two types of exercises, they get really confused with the meditation exercise, and I think it would be fine to kind of separate them to give a
Yes.
better understanding of our approach. We are always talking
Exactly.
about our point of view. We are
Exactly.
not pointing the finger saying the others are wrong, but in the way that we learn and the way that we teach is different.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it's understandable why they call everything meditation,
Mm-hmm.
because all those other techniques, they can change our brain activity. That's one of the objectives. So
Mm-hmm.
it does make sense, but it's not the
Mm-hmm.
point, the
Is not the point.
target.
Yeah. Let's talk about the example of breath work.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
So if I'm doing a box breathing,
go. Hmm.
the square rhythm breathing exercise,
Hmm.
by doing that exercise, I'll be increasing my focus. If I'm able to focus the whole time, counting the numbers in a square, doing everything as it says to be performed, um, so it raises your focus,
Yes.
and that can
Oh,
be
yeah.
one point of confusion. Okay, all the techniques of our classes will somehow increase your focus.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
if I'm doing breath work, if I'm doing a asana, one body position, I'm training my focus.
Hmm.
So all of them are focus trainings. Okay, but we do breath work, we do the breathing exercise with a specific intention to raise your vital energy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Remember the construction of the word prana plus ayama. Prana, vital energy, ayama, expansion. So
Hmm.
I'm breathing to expand my vital energy.
Hmm.
Okay. So, can I use my breath as a meditation exercise?
Of course.
I will say yes, but with that intention,
Hmm.
not with the intention of expanding your vitality. It
Mm-hmm.
should be with the intention of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then relaxation. That's kind of a very
Mm-hmm.
typical confusion there. So when we are relaxed, or when we are doing the relaxation, we are very passive, in a passive attitude,
Yes.
most of the times lying down, relaxing. And there's kind of a storyline. The instructor, the teacher will give instructions for you to do this and that
Mm-hmm.
and this other thing and that other thing. Kind of, it's always changing. It's going to guide you to a deep state of relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
When we do meditation, we do just one thing only.
Yeah.
And we are not passive. We are actively training meditation.
Yes.
That's why we don't train meditation lying down. We train meditation seated.
Sitting. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so all of these details, they kind of separate the groups of techniques,
Mm-hmm.
but it needs to have that purpose. We need to have that point of view that, okay, so meditation by default, in our definition, is the ability to stay focused in one thing in the first stage, concentration, and then on the second stage, through saturation of that focus, I'm going to silence my mind.
Yes.
And that's the meditation state.
Yeah. Another common mistake that people make is to think that a mentalization is a meditation.
Mhm.
And it's not, because since Nuno is telling us that we need to focus in just one point, and the objective is to quiet down the mind. And mentalization is the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
Like, you are actively mentalizing, imagine, creating something. So of course your mind is not quiet.
Mhm.
So mentalization cannot be a meditation, because they are both of them are mental. And I understand that if you are mentalizing, you are focusing on your mentalization,
Mhm.
but you're not quieting down your mind at all.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense, and it's a really common mistake to think that mentalization is meditation. So
Mhm.
let's start understanding what meditation is not.
Mhm.
And it's not relaxation, it's not mentalization, and it's not breathing exercise.
Mhm.
So, saying that, what is meditation?
So it's when you narrow your attention into one thing,
Mhm.
and we have two main groups of things that we can focus on, which are images or sounds.
Mhm. Mhm.
We can have others, of course,
Yes,
but
main
I'll say
groups.
the two main groups of exercises is
Mhm.
narrowing your attention into one object,
Mhm.
an image,
Mhm.
or a sound.
Mhm.
Okay? And we organize by this order: first image and then the sound.
Mhm.
Because when we are training to build an image with the mind, like imagine a golden circle and a navy blue background.
Okay.
Okay, and that will be my image of meditation. So I close my eyes and I create that image. I'm going to do a circle, then I'm going to fill with the golden color, then the navy blue background. Done. I'm going to stay with that image in my mind. Okay, so my understanding and conditioning myself to train meditation in an active way.
Mhm.
When we do the exercise with sounds, and most of the times the sounds will be in the space, you can listen to those sounds, you already are with the correct attitude of, I'm going to focus on that sound the same way as I was focusing last week on an image.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
If we do it the other way, one thing that can happen is the people can be very passive, just listening. Oh, I'm feeling the vibrations, the birds. No, narrow, focus. Go straight to that exercise.
Mhm.
Is about converging your attention into one thing. So
Mm-hmm.
first we train with images that we can build that mindset of, okay, I'm going to do the meditation exercise at the end of my class.
Mm-hmm.
Done. How? I'm going to actively concentrate in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And today is a sound.
Mm-hmm.
Next day is an image. And we can go back and forth. But for newcomers, we always start with images so that the student can have, oh, now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which is really important for the pedagogy of the meditation exercise.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. And usually there are people that just sit and do their meditation. But for my experience, my 30 plus years of experience, I would say if you do your complete practice, if you don't have an hour, but you have 20 or 30 minutes,
Mhm.
do your complete practice. And at the end, do your meditation instead of doing 20 or 30 minutes of meditation, because you are preparing your body, you are preparing your mind to do this exercise, especially
Mhm.
for a beginner, but for everyone. Being 20 or 30 minutes focused on just one subject, it can be hard and it can be annoying.
Or
Like 20,
overwhelming. We are
oh,
overwhelmed so many
if your
times.
mind is too loud, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
But staying there, oh, you know what? My knee hurts. Yeah, I need to go to see the doctor because my knee hurts. But you know what? I just remembered that I need to renew my insurance plan. Those
Time is off.
politicians. Yeah, that's it. Like it's too long because the ancient professors in India, they explain that our mind, it's like a monkey,
Mhm.
but it's a monkey that you gave
Alcohol.
alcohol, and that after that you just put fire in their tail. So it's a crazy monkey. It's not easy to keep your mind quiet,
Mhm.
especially for 20 or 30 minutes. And if you wanna bring a monkey to silence, you're going to grab the monkey and say, stay here. Now, is it going to work? It's not. So, the complete practice is quieting down the monkey. It's taking out
Alcohol.
the fire, then taking out the alcohol, and at the end, taking out the monkey. This is
Yeah,
meditation. So,
lovely.
you are going to negotiate with your mind because you are smart, so you have all the excuses not to be quiet for 20 or 30 minutes.
Mhm.
But if you do some body techniques, if you do some breathing techniques, if you do some relaxation techniques, okay, now my mind is quiet, my body is quiet, I'm not thinking about work, my stress level is down, so I can enjoy my 5 minutes of meditation. Okay, now I'm gonna sit and I have only 5 minutes, but I'm already in the right mood to
Right.
have good meditation experience. So if you tell me the yellow circle with a navy blue around, okay, I'm gonna settle my consciousness in this image,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
the odds say that this meditation is going to be way better or deeper than the previous one.
Mhm. Yeah.
But no, for a student, I know you give a lot of classes. You give classes to students at the gym. And how what tip you can give to the students so they can understand if they are in the right way to meditate or not?
Mhm. Okay. The first thing is not to rush to the end result.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Okay. And if this entire methodology didn't have the meditation, it just had the concentration, will
Yeah.
be already extremely powerful. Okay. Meditation is better than concentration, yes, but the first impacts on
Mhm.
one's person's life of improving their concentration, their focus, is so impactful, so
It
big,
is.
that if that's only what you can achieve, you have a big thumbs up. It's amazing what you can do with a
First
better,
step.
with that first stage, okay,
Yeah.
like improving your concentration. So that's kind of make things real. Don't
Mhm.
worry if you're trained for 10 years and you're just in the concentration level. No worries, okay? That's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing.
It's so good.
Yeah, very good. So I'll say first this, and then the second is at the end, always try to make a few assessments. So asking like, how was your comfort doing these 3 minutes of meditation?
Mhm.
Not very good. Okay, so you need to work harder in asana
Mhm.
so your physical comfort can be better in the future. It's a really nice assessment to do.
Mhm.
The other assessment is the perception of time of the exercise.
Mhm.
If I give 3 minutes and if the student has the perception that it was too fast, it was just half a minute. Oh, today it was so short. No,
It
no,
was faster today.
faster. Okay, so probably that student was experiencing mind wandering
Mhm.
or just abstraction of the senses. Okay,
Or sleep.
or asleep. Okay, seated but asleep. While on the other hand, if that in that same assessment they have the perception and say, no, no, it was so long and so good. This
Uh-huh.
meditation today was like spot on those 10 minutes. It was just 3.
Yeah.
That is a double thumbs up. That student is nailing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the perception of time is such an important assessment to do. You don't need to stress every day, but every once and then make it and double check with the teacher. Oh, just by curiosity, how many minutes?
How
How long
long?
was the meditation today? Oh, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever. Okay. The teacher will reply to you. So you can make that personal assessment.
Mhm. And don't rush.
Don't rush.
Enjoy the
Okay.
path.
Yeah. And I think about the perception of time, you can give a few interesting examples of
Yeah.
how to understand why it is so important. This I did 3 minutes, my perception was half a minute or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What is actually happening there?
Yeah. I really like this explanation. It's not mine, it's Professor De Rose's, but it's so graphic, it's so easy to understand that I really like to use to explain about the perception of the time passing. So, for example, you know that Nuno and me, we are married, but when we started dating, Nuno used to live in Portugal and I used to live in Brazil. And we would see each other whenever and wherever it was possible. But imagine that I had a trip to Paris, and then I had this 2 hour stop in Porto. Okay, but the flight got delayed and the immigration line was too big and etc. But then I made it, and I just have 1 minute before the next flight went to Paris. I would have just 1 minute. And I would hug him, and it was over, especially because my emotions were there. So when we are emotional, time has
Mhm.
we have this perception, this wrong perception of time. It was going to be too fast. We wouldn't even have time to ask how are you. It was just a hug and that's it. Boom. Time was over. It was too fast. But it was 1 minute. But then I came back to Brazil and I had to go to the dentist because I had broken teeth, for example, tooth, I
Yeah.
don't know. And I had to go to the dentist, and he had that little engine inside my mouth. That annoying sound for just a minute. It was really fast, the time of the head. But 1 minute with my mouth open and that engine here, it was going to take forever. I didn't have time or energy or ability to listen to the TV that was on and what the doctor was like, anything. But for me, I was like forever. But it was the same minute. So it's not the time, the objective time that passed by, but it's our perception of the time. So if you're doing your meditation and you're like, oh, no, today's meditation was fast. It was really good. I think I'm meditating because it was too fast. Wrong. But if you are like, oh, it was incredible, my mind was clear and it was long, it was good. Okay, then you did your meditation. That meditation was good.
Yeah.
Your perception, even though it was 1 minute, or I know that Nuno usually uses 5 minutes in his classes. Observe your perception of time, and you're going to understand if you are in a good way or if you are in a bad way. And Nuno, I like to compare the meditation training with the marathon training. I hear people saying, oh, I don't have the patience to meditate. Oh, I don't have the patience to do a marathon because for me it's annoying to be running for 4 hours or 6 hours. I don't have patience to that. It's the same comparison. Like, if you want to do your marathon, you have to develop your discipline, you have to prioritize, you have to train, you need to apply your consistency in this exercise. And the same for your meditation. You start 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes a day, every day. But it's the results or the consequences of a meditation practice. They are so impactful that we have no idea. And it's not me saying, because when I started, more than 30 years ago, it was just me and the hippies, right?
Yep.
Doing meditation. Like, no one did meditation because it was a woo-woo thing. But since the 2000, I would say Madonna started to do meditation or something around that. Scientists said, okay, let's research, let's see what is this thing. And then, years later, this lady from Harvard University, Dr. Sarah Lazar, and she's from Harvard, she found out, like, this first part everyone knows, or people in this area already knew, that our prefrontal cortex, it develops fully, or it achieves the highest point when we are 55. It's developed
25?
by 25. I said 55?
Yeah. So
25. And after that, it starts to decrease. You start to lose it. But this doctor, Sarah Lazar, she found out that a brain of a meditator in his 50s has the same prefrontal cortex as a non-meditator of 25. So this is a really amazing result, because if we want to stay younger, longer, you have to take care of your body, but also of your brain, also of your mind. So if you didn't have any of the other many consequences, good consequences, this one would convince me by itself. It's really good. So that's my invitation for you to meditate. But if this was not good enough yet, what other good collateral effects that you feel or your students report to you about doing meditation consistently?
Okay, they share that they take better decisions
Oh,
afterwards. Yeah,
nice.
like at the end of the class, I'm wiser. I'm
Mm.
more mindful
Mm-hmm.
to take decisions,
Mm-hmm.
which is very good depending on the hour of your classes
Mm-hmm.
about your habits. They
Yes.
say, no, no, I do your class, and when I then if I go to have dinner, I choose mindfully.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they do class in the morning, they take better decisions of the day.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting of the impact of meditation in a mindful lifestyle is
Yes.
it gives that foundation of making good decisions,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. They just feel good.
Yeah.
There's this kind of
Yeah.
they say, I don't know how to say it, but I feel good. I feel happy. I feel light. I feel I'm
Lively.
cool. I feel that I'm centered. They use different words for kind of this sensation of being centered, being self-aware,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is really interesting as well. And also the productivity, which is a huge impact.
Yeah.
Remember that the opposite of meditation is mind wandering. Okay, so if you're scrolling, your mind wandering, time passes fast. Yes, I'm just
Yes.
going to stay here on Instagram just for 5 minutes.
Yes.
1 hour later, oops.
Oops, I'm late.
See, I was mind wandering.
Yeah.
I don't feel happy at the end. Probably I feel overwhelmed, and I lost 55 minutes of the day because the plan was just 5 minutes. On the other hand, if you are not mind wandering, means you're focused in different aspects of being focused.
Yeah.
Meditation training, focus, mindfulness, all of that stuff. That means you're going to do more and less time. So if the task should take you 1 hour, probably going to do it in 30 minutes.
Yes.
So it was a huge investment. And my profit was 30 minutes a day.
Oh, it's a lot.
It's a lot, right? So it is a safe investment of time training meditation because your profit will be more time for your life.
Yeah.
That means more time for your hobbies, more time for your family, more time to do things that you like, or to do more things. If it's something that you want, it makes sense. Like if you do volunteer work, that means you're going to be able to help more people with the available time. Okay. It's so great, so powerful to have that
extra amount of
time. Yeah, that's really yeah. I'm gonna tell here a story. We were in New York, and I was giving information to one person that entered, and he was asking about meditation. Yeah, I did and the guy said, "So I did a retreat." Oh, nice. And what did you do that? Oh, I lie down. I was doing the Soham meditation, and then suddenly 2 hours passed. And I needed to be polite. Now, I shouldn't say, that if you paid for that retreat, get your money back, because that's not meditation. You were just sleeping. Okay? And the perception of time just shrink. That means you were not focused at all.
Mm-hmm. You are not developing your mind or your brain.
Yes. So what was the escape? I love the Soham too.
Yeah, okay. Soham is really good.
Because the approaches are so different depending on the point of view of that methodology, that structure, that can be conflicting. I remember also seeing an advertising of a meditation course, and it was this guy saying, people say that meditating is not thinking about nothing, is to empty your mind. That's impossible. It should be boring. That was the key line.
Wow.
For me, it was kind of offensive.
Hmm.
But then I realized it was the best way to sell his product because it's so hard to stop thinking. So people would buy the
Yeah.
product. I was like,
Hmm.
I don't like this guy. Not nothing against the person,
Yeah.
okay? But it is possible to train an absolute focus and stop thinking.
Yeah.
Okay? Imagine a surgeon, imagine a musician on stage. There are so many professions that they require such a huge level of focus that you cannot accept while you're conducting an orchestra thinking, oh yes, I still have to think about my
The list of the groceries.
Yeah. And accepting that is normal.
It's not.
That's not. The same way as a conductor is conducting an orchestra, you're doing your meditation exercise at the same level of responsibility. So that means when you're conducting your brain to do just one thing, you're a conductor.
Yeah.
The conductor on stage cannot think about those other things.
Yeah. Or
So-
or a Formula One pilot.
Yeah.
He needs to
Either.
be complete focused on what he's doing because it's too fast.
So fast, yes. So think about this kind of, I would say, high performers, but not just in sports. You
No.
have high performers in musicians, in
Professions.
and like a surgeon and so many others. That you need that level of focus, of like be completely
Sharp mind.
sharp, and nothing distracts you from what you're doing. That's the meditation training.
Mhm. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so accepting your thoughts, acknowledging your thoughts, being able to mind wander while you're doing meditation, I wouldn't say that's wrong, but when that happens, bring it back to your course. That means I'm using the candle, a candle burning, concentrating my image on a flame. But then comes the grocery store list.
Mhm.
And then, no, let's go back.
I need to buy matches to light on
Yeah,
the
and come back. And so it goes, always come back,
Yes.
always come back, always come back. Like when you were learning to ride a bike. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the kind of training. Always return to the same exercise. And of course, your brain doesn't like.
It's boring.
He's so used to new things,
Mhm.
new stuff. That's why social media grows so fast in the past years, because it was exactly what your brain was asking for.
Yeah.
Woo! Television, when television show up in the houses of people, same thing. People were hours looking at the screen of a TV. It was the same thing. But you need the opposite. You need to have time to
Do the
quiet down and narrow your attention.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay?
We're gonna have a lot of exercises and we have a lot to do and to say in the next few weeks. And I want to tell you that Black Friday is over, so if you lost it, you lost it, but still can do 14 days free trial. So come here. We have in our bio, we have in YouTube. We're gonna love to see you in our classes. And we see you next week.
Have a mindful week, guys.
Bye bye.